wanted women to address is the best part and the worst part of being in charge. So I don't know who wants to field that one first. Shauna, I'm looking at you.
The best part of being in charge?
Yes.
I think the best part of being in charge for me is not working for anyone else. I think when she touched on that, I worked in the medical field for 11 years, and I think a lot of people in my family, they call me, I have this nickname, they call me Boss Lady, and Boss Lady is because I'm pretty bossy. So, you know, it works for me being my own boss. I worked for Clarion for many years. I worked in mental health. I worked at the prison and worked in nursing there for many years. When they privatized over at Plainfield Correctional, I decided this is it. I need to do my own thing. So that's where I came up with Signature Shoes. But I also used to sing, and I used to travel. So I decided in the fashion world, singing, I met a lot of people. Indianapolis is like 2 or 3 years behind when it comes to fashion. And I said we need to stop being able to travel outside the city to find the hippest, the most different, the hottest things, and we need to bring it here. So when I first started, that's what my ideal, my concept was. So the best thing about that is being able to go and find those things, deal with the Italian designers that I deal with, being able to make my own schedule. The hard part of that is being a mother, a wife, and having to point the finger when all of your employees is doing all the wrong things. And knowing I'm being called all the wrong names underneath the breath, I think that's the hard.
Difficult thing for me because I'm a poet and my genre is fairly new in the sense of being in the entertainment industry. You know, you don't hear a lot of poetry songs on the radio, or you don't hear a lot of artists who actually have music program directors and let them know that you're serious without having to get on your knees or get on your back. And so having a sense of integrity and a sense of character and making sure that your work is great enough to actually be presented by itself without you having to put your morals aside or your values to the wayside. And I think another thing that really is, I guess, liberating for me is that I can say that I know every aspect of my business. And so when I do hire someone who actually can fulfill the need and be on my team, I know the shortcuts can't be taken, and I know what actually has to be done and what cannot. The most difficult thing about that is that you have to be so aggressive in the industry to get your work out there, to get people to notice you, to get people to see you, that sometimes those aggressive characteristics can be somewhat manly or somewhat too tenacious. So if you're in a relationship, that controlling that aggressiveness can make you seem overbearing, and you might live liberated but be lonely. And so that is a whole other dynamic when you can say, I'm going to take off this business. I'm not at work now when I'm at home with my man, and I'm going to allow him to rub my feet and run me some bath water. And we got that attitude that we can do everything, that when we get at home, do you want to run some bath water for you? No, I can do it. No, go ahead, run that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to just relax and allow him to do what he wants in regards of that sense of, let me be your man and allow me to take care of you. Because in business, we have to do it all ourselves, and we have to push, and we have to knock at the door, and we have to be, you know, very tenacious, and we can't back down. You know, we're almost like pit bulls, you know. I'm not going to allow you to go over me because you feel like I'm a woman or I can't get the job done. I can get it done, and it's good. You know what I'm saying? And as a poet, I don't have a male crew backing me up. You know, female MCs got a whole male crew. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Lil Wayne pushing the Nicki Minaj. But for me, it's Tasha Jones pushing I am Tasha Jones. You know, so it can be that dynamic.
I'm in the music industry. I'm still trying to fight my way into it. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's great because we're a commodity. You don't see a lot of females DJing, and I mean, and DJing and on the radio, and that can do both effectively, and that's doing better than most guys out. Right. So I think that's awesome. But then, yeah, some people might say, well, it's difficult because every time people see you or see me, you know, if you're a DJ or radio, they're going to second guess you. Yeah, because they're like, okay, yeah, she's cute, she's a female, but can she really scratch? I hate that. I wouldn't call myself a DJ if I can DJ as good or better than you, or conduct a great on-air shift on the radio. So I think it's great because you're going to second guess me, but when you see me do my thing, not only are you going to respect me, to where, just like she mentioned, we don't have to, compromise our integrity. You're going to respect me, and then you're going to book me for your next gig.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think it's awesome to be able to take charge of your, whatever you're trying to do, whether it's radio, DJing, rapping, singing, and take charge of it and make people respect you. Once you get that, I mean, the opportunities are endless. So I think it's great. And I encourage everybody to take, ownership of whatever you want.